I'm David Sierwald. I work for a company called DB Wind based in Huddersfield in the UK. We're part of the Moventus Group, which is a long-established wind gearbox manufacturing group, ultimately owned by Clyde Blowers, which is a Scottish entrepreneurial engineering business. In the UK, we have two streams of business: our capital business, where we manufacture the 7 megawatt gearbox for Samsung's offshore wind turbine, and we also are repairing a number of onshore turbine gearboxes from a number of well-known suppliers. As a business, we like to encourage UK suppliers. We've got a long history in the UK. We've been manufacturing gearboxes for other markets for 150 years. We then developed the wind business, which now is part of a different group. But we have quite a large number of UK suppliers in terms of number of suppliers, but in terms of value to the project, they are a small part of the project. So we really want to increase that. In terms of offshore wind, the gearboxes are quite large. We're looking at maybe about 3 metres diameter of components. Also, when the build-out rate increases, we'll be looking at producing 1 or 2 gearboxes a week. And at the moment, whilst shipping those components around the world is fairly straightforward, if you're doing that 2 or 3 times a week, then you need to have local supply. And what we're hoping to set up is supply chain hubs close to where the wind turbine manufacturers site their factories. The UK has got good capability in terms of quality from people that currently work in the aerospace business, in terms of supply chain from people that currently work in the automotive business. And what we're looking for is these innovative companies to supply the wind business, so they can supply large size, reasonably large volume, high quality components to our business. And if they're doing that in the UK, then the transport costs and the carbon footprint of those products is reduced as well. For our business, we want to bring products in that we know are right first time. We don't have to do any rework. We just assemble, test and transfer to the OEM. The weather window for building products offshore is very small. So you have limited windows to get products finished, tested and onto ships and offshore to build. And if you have to rectify those products, then you've got problems. So it's really the quality and the ability to supply on time that is key. Understand the benefits that you bring to the industry. It's no point just turning up and saying, we make a very nice product, will you buy it from us? That's not going to cut any ice. You have to understand the market, understand the issues that either the turbine manufacturers or the tier 1 suppliers are having, and come up with a product and really describe what it is going to do in terms of reducing ultimately levelised cost of energy for the industry. And that's where people like Grow can help. So working with people like Grow, working with Renewable UK, they can put you in touch with the right people, they can help you with understanding what the industry requires, and you can then tailor your innovation to suit the customer. There are a number of things that UK suppliers need to be focusing on. From a gearbox manufacturer's point of view in the UK, it's things like large forgings and large castings. It's something that the UK used to manufacture and doesn't anymore. So you're really looking at 3 and 4 metre forgings, castings up to about 30 tonnes, sometimes bigger. And we struggle to find those in the UK. And we're having to go to mainland Europe, to Germany, Italy, Czech Republic for those kind of products at the moment. And they're also the things that are more difficult to transport. So ideally, having those close by and moving back to this idea of a cluster of suppliers around a port that can supply a turbine OEM is where we really need to be.